Good evening, Wizards Nation. So the Trey Young introductory press conference was yesterday. He actually said some notable stuff, some notable clips here and there. So I'm going to share those clips with you guys in this video. Also, Trey Young was at the game yesterday against the Pelicans where we tanked. So he was introduced to us Wizards fans. Like, the vibes are shifting, y'all. You can feel electricity in the air here.
What was it about this situation and city that made you want to be here?
I think there was a lot of factors. I think for me, there's a lot of different directions I could have went, as far as my goals and what I want my legacy to be at the end of the day. And for me, just being able to have an impact on my teammates and people around me, I feel like I did a good job of that as a young player in Atlanta. So being able to be a vet and doing it with these young guys here, I feel like I have more experience and more things that I can give these young guys.
Yeah, man. I love this response by Trae. He actually called us a possible big market. And when he said that, I was just like, shit. It reminded me of the Commanders in 2024 during their run. How, fans started coming back to support the team. It was the vibes were shifting, you know what I mean? The fan base multiplied by 2 or 3. I feel like the same could possibly happen to the Wizards. You know what I mean? Trey Young's in the mix. God forbid we get that top 3 pick that we deserve. If we get a top 3 pick, the city's going to be lit, And I was thinking this earlier, and I said this in a stream last night. I was just maybe perhaps the Wizards could do some sort of physical, tangible change, if that makes sense, to you know what I mean? If to show that we're moving on from a previous era and we're going to a new golden age. Maybe, I don't know if they'll change the name. I don't think so. Maybe introduce some new uniforms. I don't know. I want to see something show me. I mean, well, they are doing the renovations at Capital One, so maybe that'll be it. So, I don't know. But, it's exciting times, dude. But, yeah, if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. But before I continue, I want to show you all the comment of the day because I freaking forgot that in the last video. Comment of the day goes to Make It or 662. In the previous video, I asked for y'all to, give me nicknames for Trey Young, Trey Johnson backcourt. This dude says Trey Young, Trey Johnson equals TNT. I love it. Matter of fact, people liked it as well. People commented underneath saying, "Hey man, stamp it. I dig it. You the shit." TNT. We know drama. We used to know drama. We're about to create drama for the opposing teams. We about to have them freaking spiraling into oblivion. Hey, man, I like this nickname a lot. So,
Have you had a chance to kind of interact with your new teammates yet? And kind of what have the conversations been like so far?
Oh, yeah, I definitely have. This morning, I got to shoot around, and it was exciting. And going to shoot around this morning, seeing Alex Sarr, I told Bilal he got me a couple times these last few years. So I'm glad I'm on his side now. We can work together on trying to get some other guys.
Flashback.
Wow. Guarding Trey Young. Young loses the ball in the air.
He's going to have to make you pay every time shooting that 3.
Tough layup miss. 9 to go. No timeouts for the Hawks. Young trying to get some separation. Shoots up a 3. Off the mark. And the Wizards pick up their first victory.
If I was stranded in Bilal Alcatraz, I would be having flashbacks. I'd be bringing it up in freaking job interviews, first dates, Thanksgiving dinner. I'll be going through it. Props to Trey Young for bringing this up, dude. Because I do remember, we all were talking about how he strapped up Trey Young last year in the beginning of the season. I believe it was a back-to-back against ATL. And Bilal did his thing, man. Also, this clip, was circulating on the Wizards Twitter yesterday. Trey Young and Bilal were, trying to learn a little handshake here and there. I think they're just dapping each other up or whatever the hell. But that was pretty cool to see. Trey Young seems to have maybe, I don't know, some sort of affinity towards Bilal. Keeps talking about him, sitting next to him, chopping it up. Two good dudes. Hey, maybe that's his new Jordan Poole. Maybe Bilal's going through it. His heart's broken and Jordan Poole was gone. Jordan Poole was here last night. Man got booed, rightfully so. You don't talk ish about us. As a matter of fact, I think Bilal was booing him too. So,
It's cool. Like, there's so many young guys here, and they're so mature, too. Like, as young as they are, you can see the maturity in them, like, the want to learn. Like, some of them have been asking me some questions already, Trae, and, like, those guys they're just sponges, you can tell, and they're gym rats. And
this is a common theme. Every vet that comes to our squad, whether it be now it's Trey Young, CG McCollum was high on our young bucks. He went on Club 520, was praising everybody. Marcus Smart, Middleton, they all say the same thing about our young bucks. They're hungry. They got great work ethic. Trey Young was already saying that Trey Johnson was already, picking his brain apart, asking questions regarding his game, how he can improve it. Like, all of our young bucks want to be great. They want to be hungry. That's one of the main reasons why I'm excited, because we're not drafting freaking buffoons out here who just want to, get paid. It's like, no. We're drafting guys who want to be great, who want to win. And, it's super exciting and it's super refreshing to see this with our young bucks. Kudos to Will Dawkins, man. We see that all the time. That's a common trait in every single dude we draft. They all want to be great.
Bub Carrington, Keyshawn George, Bilal Coulibaly, Alex Sarr, how can you help them get better?
Man, for me, like, one of my favorite players growing up was Steve Nash and Chris Paul as well. So for me, I always learned that the ball brings energy, gives energy. And so that's why I love passing. And I know as soon as, I run a pick and roll with Alex, I get him a little drop off to a dunk or a lob, or I see Bilal cutting and he gets the ball and it's not just cutting just to cut. That builds chemistry, that builds trust, and they got to know I give effort on the other end too, and they're going to see that, and that's how you build trust with your teammates.
All right, bro. I'm gonna hold you to it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna expect freaking Trey Young to be, Marcus Smart or some shit. Yeah, it is what it is. But like, he said this. At least he's somewhat cognizant. He might be just talking, and then he won't play the defense. But hey man, at least he said it. And regarding his love for a point guard, like we all know, like Trey Young's a guy who averages career averages of 25 and 10. Like, but you can see it in that clip that this dude loves passing the ball, loves making teammates around him better. It reminded me of the same joy when I heard John Wall. I'm not comparing Trey Young to John Wall, two totally different players. But look, when I would listen to John Wall's interviews, and I still do, he'd always talk about his love for passing the ball and making teammates around him better. And that's the same vibe I got with Trey Young here. How many point guards have we gone through since freaking John Wall left us? You know what I mean? Well, freaking carousel of point guards. We finally got a natural, true point guard here. Holy hell. Awesome.
Any significance behind switching to 3?
That was my freshman year of high school number, so it was the first one right before I changed it to 11, so I turned it back.
Back to the beginning.
Back to the beginning.
I like it. Okay.
Thoughts, Bradley Beal? You know what I mean? I see that 3 on the chest. I'm not mad. I don't think nobody's mad at all. If he wants 3, give it to him. The fuck? Bradley Beal. Hey, I know some of y'all hate Bradley Beal. You know what I mean? I like Bradley Beal. You know what I mean? Just mostly because we're the same age. I grew up watching Bradley Beal every, you know what I mean? But I do understand the Bradley Beal hate. Roster construction was ass. Also, Bradley Beal shouldn't complain, dude. You know what I mean? Even though he's a Wizards great, we gave him that Supermax. Come on, dude. But number 3, y'all let me know how y'all feel about that. I feel nothing towards it, and I'm a Bradley Beal fan, so to each their own, though.
Where are you at in the process of getting back on the court and being able to play for the Wizards this season?
Yeah, I'm. Man, I've been playing through some injuries this year, obviously, and I'm coming over here doing these physicals. They want to make sure I'm right, and things like that. Obviously, I've been playing through some stuff early on, and but I just gotta leave it up to them and make sure that, because obviously they want to make sure I'm right, and I do too. I don't want to come back and not be myself for this team and for this city. So,
hey man, let the tank begin. You know what I mean? We saw yesterday Marvin Bagley didn't play for some reason. Davuch played over Bags. Some weird lineups here and there. I predicted in the stream, some of y'all said maybe Trey Young might play 20 games this season. We saw the Joshua Robbins report saying that he might not even play at all for the rest of the season. I'm predicting maybe 10 to 15, but now I might be even going lower than that. I might be thinking 5 to 10, because we got to keep the pick. But at the same time, like, I'm not gonna lie, I am anxious to see Trey Young play, but I do understand it though. So I'm not mad at it. But man, freaking October of this year can't come soon enough. Also, Knicks fans are pissed off right now. They're just like, especially after they saw the Joshua Robbins report, and they're like, oh, Trey Young's not going to play. Because when they saw us get Trey Young, they're just like, oh, look at these guys. They're dumbasses. They're going to lose their pick now. They're going to start winning. No, bruh. We're going to keep that. Bruh, forget about it. That pick is ours. The fuck? Just move on. Don't you have a championship to freaking win? Like, what the fuck? Or I don't even know. That pick is out. That pick already has Mambo sauce written all over it, bruh. It's ours. That pick right now is on the red line. Forget about it. Anyways, enough about the Knicks. So a couple of notes here. Dawkins said he knew Trey Young since he was like 12 or 13 years old. Trey Young, Trey and Dawkins, his wife, are actually from like near the same hometown in Oklahoma. So, seems like Dawkins is well connected with Trey Young. He knows him a lot. So, I trust. And also we know about the GM who drafted Trey Young is not here with us, Mr. Schlenk. So that's awesome. We it seems like we already have a good gist of who the person Trey Young is and how he would fit here with the Young Bucks. A couple notes here also as well. Last night, Trey Young, like I said, he was dapping up Bilal, but he had great body language last night. He was over here cheering on the teammates. He was up on the bench clapping. I saw him giving some pointers to Trey Johnson. So, it was awesome to see. Like, you already see, like, he's being that vet that he's supposed to. Because he's now in that vet role. I mean, he's 27 years old, but, he's obviously going to be a win-now player. But I like to see it, dude. He had great body language yesterday. Lastly, there's no lastly. That's it. Hey, man, I'm super excited. This is just the beginning. I know a lot of y'all actually are antsy for Trey Young to play here. Like I said, according to reports and stuff like that, dude, I'm thinking he might play 10 games this season. And even then, he's not going to play on back-to-backs. If we start winning, you know what's going to happen, dude. You know what's going to happen. But this is a move for next year. Hopefully he plays. The John Wall Appreciation Day is the 29th of this month. That's awesome. Awesome. Should have said that in the beginning of the video. I need that bobblehead. First 15,000 get a bobblehead, a John Wall bobblehead. I need it. Anyways, I don't know. Super exciting times. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I truly appreciate it. I'm getting that bobblehead. John Wall bobblehead, the 29th of this month. I missed out on the Keyshawn George bobblehead. Dude, I said it last night in the stream, dude. I need that bobblehead. My freaking friend, right? I'm still mad at my friend. He got the Keyshawn George bobblehead. His coworker gave it to him for free. And then this man hits me up and he's like, hey, man, you want this bobblehead? I was like, hey, man, fuck yeah. The hell? And then he's just like, it's $100. I was like, $100? The fuck? Bro, I used to share my lo mein with you in high school. You don't remember that? Lo mein was, and then this man doubled down on it. He sent me the eBay link. He's like, it's actually $150 on eBay. So I'm giving you the $50 bro discount. And I was like, these motherfuckers, dude. Bobbleheads are expensive now? What the hell? Even bobblehead prices are freaking going up. It's insane. But anyways, peace, y'all.